Welcome to All-State Arena out here in Rosemont, Illinois, for an exciting ABA game today between the Vipers of Libertyville and the Chicago Fury. I'm Joseph Gregory on the call, along with Ryan Fahey doing the color for me, and Ryan ready for a big-time ABA game today.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it. I mean, I know on the schedule it's going to officially say exhibition as quickly the Vipers come back the other way and they go for the first field goal attempt.
As the Vipers missed the initial shot.
One of the things I know that you talk about it on the schedule is just as an exhibition, but as the Fury come down and score and get the first points of this exhibition, 12-minute quarters as well, by the way. There's a lot you can look at in an exhibition. You can look at how early the teammate chemistry is going to be at times, along with, if some of the guys have been gelling in the offseason as the Vipers go up for the layup there and they get called for the foul. We know that the regular season is going to be starting in later November, but there's a lot of things you can look at it from the side of the player's perspective, a coach's perspective, and from our perspective as well, as we are just getting to know the team for our first year being with the Vipers in our partnership, on behalf of the Illinois Media School.
Yes, that was DeBrian Johnson who scored that initial layup for the Fury. And that foul also on the Fury was Reggie Gallion, which you said with the Fury lineup right now.
Gallion in number 15 in the maroon jersey on your screen.
Also on the court right now, number 3, DeBrian Johnson, who scored the initial layup for him. Number 0 is Isaac Smith.
And one of the cool things, and we'll be mentioning it throughout the broadcast, what the true mission statement is that the Libertyville Vipers are providing, for the fans that come out to games and watch, along with on top of, what it's meant to do for the players as well.
And the Liberty Vipers do a lot of good work in the community.
Yes, they do indeed.
That was Wardale Satterwhite at the line for the Vipers.
Yeah, so one of the things about the Vipers in general is, it's a creative, fun family environment, and they're committed 100%, if not 110% at times, to player development, and they build confidence, self-esteem, and they teach the players, to play the right way as well.
So the Fury with an inbounds here. It's Reggie Gallion right now swinging the ball around. This is Johnson. Johnson around the screen. Johnson hard to the layup, missed it. Zach Prick, number 15.
Second time
we've seen the Vipers with the rebound.
Sorry there, Joe. It's the second time we've seen a deflection come like that, where it was off of it was going to be off of Viper play, and then it became off of the Fury. Now it's Vipers basketball, and you saw in that last play they're trying to go with the opposite hand, switching up and trying to use his shot ability to try to protect himself with the rim there away from the defender.
Shot missed inside by the Vipers, and the rebound put back up and in by Delovia Ford.
That was a good putback there, getting the offensive rebound as well, as that's going to be a carry that goes against the Fury. So a couple of nice back-to-back plays now for the Vipers, both offensively and defensively.
Early here, 2-2, 10.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Live from All-State Arena out here in Rosemont, Illinois. Here's a turnover here. Ball stolen right there by number 1 for the Fury, Devontae Jones. He now pulls up and takes an 18-footer, missed it. Picked the rebound for the Vipers. Hands it off to number 24.
Just short on that 3 there on that attempt. Kind of tried to step into that one. Thought about actually passing it from his body language there, especially with the way he was looking for it.
Swinging around by the Fury. 3-point shot taken by Isaac Smith is no good.
And that's one of the things, too, that, when you talk about this being an exhibition game, we're not going to really, necessarily look at, is it going to be the cleanest to play? And the honest answer in this case will be no. I mean, it's an exhibition. We still got the regular season that's going to be coming up in late November, as that layup attempt there is no good. But, along with the mission statement that I was mentioning about the Vipers, this is all about player development. So you may be seeing a couple plays where it's like, shaking off the rust for some of these players that have been playing in the ABA the last couple of seasons. But, at the same time, they're getting reacquainted with, some old teammates and new teammates, as that 3 is just off the side of the rim there. And it's a unique environment, too. The ABA is back in the Chicagoland area in the Libertyville community, as the shot there is missed, but it's going to be free throws coming up for the Vipers. And you see a close-up there of number 8 for the Vipers, and you're looking at Martel Satterwhite that'll be going to the line to shoot, too.
Been very aggressive early in this game, driving to the basket. That was the second foul also on Reggie Gallion, the big guy in there for the Fury, number 15.
That's 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter, as we played with about 7:30 to go, as we're going to have a couple substitutions now check in. As one for the Vipers in particular, as Mitch Urchako will set to check in for the Vipers. And as you see on your screen, that you see in at the free throw line there in Satterwhite, directing traffic. So, with it still being an exhibition, the players are still taking it very seriously. There's no if, way about it. They still, and it's kind of a leadership role that, that's part of the player development and the mission statement that the Vipers are trying to get these players as well to, develop through and be better at as well.
Early in the exhibition season, still trying to get some chemistry and camaraderie developed on these teams as they are in the very early stages of exhibition, as we have a foul on the floor on the Fury.
Yeah, that was trying to go in for the little poke away there. Looked like that was number 10, Delavia Ford. So you kind of like the early aggressive defense there, trying to go in for that early steal as well.
Yeah, usually in these exhibition games, the defense is going to be a little bit ahead of the offense.
Right.
It's the Brian Johnson right now guarded by Satterwhite for the Vipers. Throws it inside. Number 25, Knowles takes a shot. No, rebound, fall for it. It's Gallion with it. His shot blocked by Ford. Fury maintained possession. Smith misses. And now it's Satterwhite Vipers on a run. Mini break for the Vipers. He's looking for Yolako and missed him.
Yeah, they're trying to play too far ahead of the game.
As Knowles scores on the other end for the Fury. 4-4 early here. About almost halfway through the first quarter. The Vipers bringing this ball up. David Graham controlling the action right now for the Vipers.
Nice way to get out of that trap there on that double team attempt defensively from the Furies. That one's going to be poked and stolen by the Fury.
Yeah, active hands early by the Fury. Here comes Devontae Jones. Isaac Smith raises up for three. No. Rebound Satterwhite for the Vipers. They come back across half. Satterwhite right to the lane. Shot was blocked by Devontae Jones, but the referees call a foul.
And Jones thought that was all ball, too. He kind of just put his arms up in the air. He was like, oh, you got to give me that one. What are you doing, ref?
Yeah, Wardell Satterwhite, like he's just decided early in this game, I'm going to the rim whenever I can get to the rim. He's been living at the line early.
Yeah, this is, I believe, his second time now at the charity strike. And again, we talked about aggressive defense on the side of the Vipers, and how about Satterwhite driving in offensively, trying to attack the basket and get the easy buckets as he makes that first free throw right there, and he's got one more upcoming.
Cuts the lead down to 1. Exciting ABA, American Basketball Association action. Joseph Gregory on the call along with Ryan Fahey. And this is a league right here that really works in correlation with the NBA G League now, they like to call it now.
Yep, and as that layup there is up and good for the Fury. I know you and I have been very familiar with the G League in the last season.
A lot of Windy City Bull action. Always good to see some good minor league professional sports action. Team players that are really battling the fight and still continue to live out their dreams. Good defense right there by Jones, and he forces a turnover.
Yeah, great job there. Staying on the player even while he was off balance, trying to stay in on that baseline, which is kind of right in front of us here as we're sitting courtside. So, again, great aggressiveness from both teams in that, for that matter, too, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And only 12 combined points so far as we have, as we kind of get into that closing stages of this first quarter on that.
Brian Johnson there had a turnover, but David Graham for the Vipers stepped out of bounds as the Vipers tried to get off on a break. So the Fury will maintain possession. 7-5 here. 5 minutes and some change left here in the first quarter.
It'll be a reset here for the Fury as that layup that you saw that didn't count as the whistle was blown way before the drive-in for that.
Here's the Brian Johnson driving hard to the cup. Lost the ball. Thought he got fouled.
He got a 4-on-2.
Here's Graham another way for the Vipers. No. Reggie Gallion chases the rebound down for the Fury. They come back across with Isaac Smith controlling the ball right now for the Fury. Inside to Gallion. Working around is Johnson. Johnson into the lane again for another layup.
Ooh.
He's fouled hard by Corey Jones. And he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, he was just late there defensively trying to come in for the block from behind. And you kind of saw the body angle there. He was kind of caught himself off balance there as he was kind of flat-footed along that baseline there. And as we'll see another glance at that as well, you saw him kind of trying to be like as a fadeaway block attempt. That's not something that as a coach or as a player that you really want to do.
Yeah, it's been a little sloppy, a little disjointed at times in these first 9 minutes of the game.
Yeah, so as we'll see right here, we're going to see as he comes around right there, you're going to see Gallion throw the cross away, and then watch right there as you're going to see he was beat to the play as he was driving inside the paint. Ref's going to call that every time.
Yeah, a lot of There's been a lot of DeBrian Johnson driving to the cup for the Fury and a lot of Wardell Satterwhite driving to the cup for the Vipers early in this game. Vipers ball. And now the Vipers with another turnover.
Yeah, that was just a bad pass there as they were trying to go to the left corner. As we have a substitution as well as Terrell Thomas comes into the game. Double T for the Fury.
T. Thomas.
Oh, you don't like the double T?
I'll try it.
I mean, as long as he doesn't get a double T
If
in
he
the game.
If he gets a double T, we won't see his game anymore.
We won't have
for
to
the
call his
telecast.
name anymore at that point, but be an interesting nickname. But I mean it in a good way, though. So
Anthony Knowles. Don't know if he's any relation to the more famous Knowles that we know about, Beyonce, but he is fouled here, and he's going to go to the line and shoot two.
I mean, if there was any correlation, that would technically be Jay-Z's brother-in-law,
Yes.
right? If I get the family tree correct.
It would make me feel like I'm very famous because I would be covering Jay-Z's son-in-law or brother-in-law. Sorry. So Knowles at the line to shoot two free throws. His team already up 8-5 early. And he converts the first one. 9-5 Fury.
I got great work by our Illinois Media School staff here today. Our director, the doctor, Pete Ferreri, John Kahn, and Jason Pfeiffer on camera, along with Josh Philo and Timmy Helms on hand as well, helping us deliver this broadcast here from the Allstate Arena.
Try to deliver the best of the best on this live remote broadcast we're bringing to you.
Oh, and a nice play.
Nice pick and roll right there, executed by the Vipers.
Yeah, just
and
went up.
Isaiah Fleming converted the layup.
That floated that one up, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Here's Thomas trying to get it down to Knowles. Pump fake. Tried to make the layup in and out. Rebound Fleming for the Vipers.
Shot clock turned off here, so the Vipers can hold for one shot if they so choose.
16 left on the game clock for this quarter. Number 22 for the Vipers taking a long shot. That was Ishmael Smith. And the Fury gets stripped because they're going to the bucket. That was Jeremy Bloom. And the buzzer goes off for the end of the first quarter. So the Chicago Fury leading 10-7 over the Libertyville Vipers at the end of the first quarter.
And we're going to keep it here, actually, and we'll give you more about the Vipers and what their mission statement is all about as well. They educate players also on the importance of giving back to the community. Each player in the Libertyville Vipers program will conduct themselves with the highest level of professionalism and show the children of the community that it's okay to exhibit greatness, to maximize education, to strive to be the best, and to always be drug-free, and bullying is never okay. They create a unique environment, as I've been mentioning throughout the quarter as well. They've had players who consisted of many levels of basketball, such as street ball, recreation ball, organized basketball, or even Division 1, 2, 3, NAIA, or even JUCO for that matter as well. And we've been mentioning, and we'll get to know the Vipers as we get into when the season starts as well, the regular season that matter, when it becomes November, December, and the winter months too. And one of the other cool things about this team and the president, R.J. White, who we had the pleasure of speaking to before we got on the air today, she was named part of the NBLC Power Players of the Year in 2015. And we talked about this exhibition today happening at the Allstate Arena. And it's a really cool opportunity for some of these players. I mean, this is the home of the Chicago Sky as well, the WNBA team here in the Chicagoland area. And the Vipers also hold some of the largest Nike camps in Lake County history for hundreds of kids that register, and they have a bunch of Nike camps that are going to be taking place throughout the summer as well. So it's going to be, what the Vipers do. It's a really cool thing what they do for now. I mean, not just in Lake County. It spreads all over to, the Chicagoland area as well as we get the second quarter of play underway.
That's great. Not any really household names, but that doesn't stop them from giving back to the community and making the world a better place.
And that doesn't mean they can't become household names either for whatever they do, even on or off the court, as a foul there on that first drive here of the second quarter.
Isaac Smith right there driving aggressively to the rim. Was fouled by one of the Vipers. We're trying to see exactly which one.
I believe they called that, if I saw that correctly, that was on, I want to say it was on Ishmael Smith. But either way.
Smith ready to take his second free throw. And that is good. So Fury leading by 2. His Fleming drives and is fouled.
And we're seeing the kind of mantra here from the Vipers offense. It's just been, attack the basket for the most part. We've only seen a couple times where they settle for jumpers, and we'll take a look at that last drive here from just a few moments ago. You see the quick pass up ahead, and
so Fury
nice little
tic
tic-tac-toe pass.
Fleming
Kind of very
drives
San
and is
Antonio
fouled.
Spurs-esque, where you're seeing every player that's on the court getting a touch with the basketball, as that first free throw is no good.
Yeah, body movement and ball movement. Always hard to guard a moving players.
Yeah, there's no glue to the ball when it comes in terms of that aspect when we're seeing the players have those quick one touches like that where they're even holding the ball for 1 second, as we saw in that sequence.
So Fleming splits the free throws. The last foul also was on Anthony Knowles. 11-7 right now, Fury. We're in the early stages of the second quarter. This American Basketball Association exhibition game. Isaac Smith driving, stripped by Ishmael Smith. Here comes the Vipers the other way, and it's Fleming finishing it off.
With a little finesse at the end of that layup.
11-9 now. Fury, double T, Terrell Thomas with a pull-up jump shot, no. Rebound, Isaiah Fleming.
I see you got on the idea of the nickname I gave him from earlier.
I jumped on your bandwagon right there, Ryan.
You're probably going to be the first and only person to ever do that.
I doubt it. Number 24 controlling action right now for the Vipers. Low push-off, and the referees called it. Offensive foul.
Yeah, he kind of saw there with his right arm trying to create that separation. As you saw, he went in for that jump pass as well, trying to go inside with the ball to go for the easy bucket. But every time you see him and it wasn't even like where they call it in basketball, where you talk about seeing it as a quote-unquote flop. It wasn't a flop there. That was just aggressive contact on the side of him. Caused the offensive foul, no problem.
So here's Thomas the other way for the Fury. Here's a three-point shot launched by Devontae Jones, no. Rebound, Pierce puts it up strong, and the Fury go up 13-10 now.
It's a good box out there as well on top of that.
Vipers come another way. Got a foul here on Jeremy Bloom.
Yeah, a little bit of a push there, as maybe not necessarily a push, but just body contact where it made him go out of bounds out there. As we'll take a look right here as we come up with that last possession.
Come another way.
Right there. You saw when he jumped off is when the contact
Bloom
was initiated. You saw him trying to lean in a little bit to try to move the ball forward and try to get that extra pass into the more of the front court, but did not happen. Ref calls it every time.
So here comes David Graham for the Vipers. Got a travel call. The Vipers really not getting a – they've been able to get some good offense going when they're not turning the ball over.
They really have, and that's what's really kind of been preventing them from making the lead somewhat bigger.
Knowles misses on the other end.
And just for our viewers to be aware of at home as well, today's exhibition is a running clock, as that is going to count and one. So you see the 12 minutes as
Isaiah Fleming.
As you see on your screen with the 9
Knowles
minutes counting
misses
down, as we'll get one more look
on
at
the
that.
other end.
They are running close, but let's take one more look just
at
for
this,
our
Joe.
viewers to be aware of at
Good
home as well.
awareness
This
ahead.
Today's exhibition is a running
Takes
clock.
the contact.
As that is going, well, there's the charge for you.
That was a strong move. They still counted that basket? I don't think
They did not know. They called it, as I mentioned, they did call it a charge. Looked like it was a nice play, though, in the way, but the defender did set his positioning with his feet out there and didn't move as well.
So 13-10. Devontae Jones controlling the action right now for the Chicago Fury.
Fancy handles.
A fancy handle
Ooh.
and a fancier shot.
Ooh.
15-10 now. Fury taking the lead.
Sometimes when you see plays like that, you just got to tip your cap to the man.
And Devontae Jones, after the nice shot, some good hustle on the other end, knocking the ball out of bounds.
Some scrappy defense there as well from the Fury, as we'll get another look at that. As you see from this last play, we talked about as the charge. Maybe on the second look, I wasn't sure if he set his feet as the Vipers come right back and get the layup.
It's Mitch Orachko with the layup. It's Jeremy Bloom on the other end for the Fury. He's driving to the rim. The left hand layup is good.
Beautiful with the left hand there.
The Fury now, 17-10.
Switched hands in mid-air on that sequence, too.
This is near steal. Graham recovered it. Bloom almost knocked it away again. Inside Graham, layup is good.
That's called using your body size right there, backing your way into the paint and getting the layup and using the glass to be your friend.
Yeah, David Graham looking like a bigger point guard out here, and he was able to take advantage of the size mismatch and get two inside. Here's Knowles on the other end for the Fury. Nice turn, nice shot over the right shoulder is good by Anthony Knowles. And the Fury maintain that 5-point advantage. Now here's Graham again on the other end. Missed the layup. 24 with a strong putback for the Vipers.
That's kind of been the theme early on, getting for. I mean, even for both teams, they're just driving on in, getting aggressive into the paint, trying to get the fouls as well. And now the offense for both sides really picking up.
19-16, under 7 minutes left here in the first half. Wild shot thrown up there by Bloom. Offensive tip would not go. Here comes Graham the other way for the Vipers.
Very active hands defensively for the Fury as well. That's why, as Joe, you've been mentioning, as a offensive foul is going to be called on the Vipers.
Offensive foul?
That's looks like they're going the other way with it. I think it was just, again, a little bit of a push.
It's on Graham. That was some very good aggressive defense right there by Johnny Pierce right there for the Fury that forced that call. Let the little chicken wing come out. Once that chicken wing comes out, gets extended from the body, makes it a very easy call for the referee. Here's Johnson the other way for the Fury. Brian Johnson back in the lane. It's fouled.
And that was
number 14 into the game, Breon Cooks.
That was before
Nose
the shot
misses
as well, as we'll get another
on the other end.
look at the last sequence there with the Vipers offensively.
Call for the referee. Here's
And
Johnson the other
Fury
way.
coming the other way.
Fury.
Look at these handles, too.
Brian
And the foul right there.
back
Yeah,
in
he
the
got
lane.
the arm, his right arm. And that's what caused the foul, but it was on the floor, so it was not a shooting foul.
Fury don't get a shot off, though, as they turn the ball over. Now the other way to Vipers. It's Isaiah Fleming and a foul on Reggie Gallion.
Yeah, that's his third
He's very besides himself about the call.
Yeah, he's early foul trouble here for Gallion, as we'll see his third foul right here on this replay.
Didn't like he did a whole lot on the replay.
I don't. If it was, if anything, it may have just been a little contact, but you didn't see his, because I know the last two fouls that we've seen, he was kind of going in trying to go for the steal, but that one I'm not sure about.
Three-point shot missed right there by number 30 for the Vipers, Jeremiah Rush. The rebound knocked out of bounds to the Fury.
The Vipers not thrilled that the Fury got the ball back off that one. They thought it was still their possession.
Smith gives it off to Johnson, who takes a shot. No. Rebound battled for, controlled by Satterfield. I'm sorry, Satterwhite for the Vipers.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful pass to Jeremiah Rush.
And a foul on top of that, I believe.
And a loose ball foul.
Wow, as we'll see right here, quickly up ahead, Fury, they tried to kind of just peek in for the ball, and then on the reverse, nicely done there, protecting yourself from that defender trying to come in with the block from behind. Nicely done on the reverse, and it's a foul away from the shot, so it's just going to be possession for the Vipers here too. So it's a possibility. If they go for the three and make it, it's technically, if you want to put it in this term, a 5-point play, really.
Wow. Wardell Satterwhite with that pass. Looked like he had a college football background. He dropped that ball in there perfectly over the defense.
Well, Bears training camp is starting.
The Bears can definitely use help at the backup quarterback position. Transitioning back to our sport, Araco takes the shot, no. And knocked out of bounds, going to go to the Fury.
You saw him kind of back out there. You watch right here as you're going to see number 33 on your screen. He backs out, got the separation away from three defenders, had a good look at the shot, though. And as a coach, you'll take that shot quality every time, regardless if it's a make or a miss.
Other side, faster than a blink of an eye, is Isaac Smith right to the rim.
And I blinked, and the Vipers had the ball back off the possession.
21-18 now, Fury. So Wardell Satterwhite for three. No.
I don't think we've seen a made three here yet this first half either.
Pierce. Here's Knowles on the other end.
Oh!
Don't call it. I guess it wasn't a goal team. Wardell Satterwhite with a block party on Knowles right there.
Welcome to the block party at the Allstate Arena.
And the coach for the Fury besides himself. He thought they hit the glass before.
Let's see here. I mean, it's chasing down from behind, and we'll see. Did it hit the back? Ooh, that's close. I think he may have got it, actually, to be a successful block. That was right there, but either way, the call will stand as is. But a great hustle play, nevertheless, the other way for the Vipers defensively.
Breon Cooks gives it up to Urashko. He misses this one. Rebound to Brian Johnson for the Fury. Here's Smith. Gives it off to Jones for three. No.
A lot of open looks at the three now for both teams, but yet none have been able to convert.
Here come the Vipers. Bad pass right there.
It's a great heads-up play there as well.
That was Asante Dixon who had the turnover for the Vipers, trying to force that pass. And here's Knowles, who gets fouled on the other end by Ford.
Yeah, you see everybody falls for that fake every time, especially when they're inside the paint like that. 2-on-1 on the inside. Right there, everybody jumps. Foul's going to happen 99% of the time in those sequences.
And these guards for the Fury, Isaac Smith, Devontae Jones, and DeBrian Johnson, they're very quick and they're getting into the paint.
Yeah, and
doing a good job drawing off to their teammates and forcing some fouls here by the Vipers.
Timeout on the floor, and we'll keep it right here as well, just to give some more background on what the Libertyville Vipers do for their players as well. You know, the players are required. There's a lot of things that they're required to do as well on top of playing basketball here on the court. They're required to do media training, resume building, and work at least 25 hours with an employer. Community involvement, as you get a great look at the bench right now for the Libertyville Vipers, as they have to do community involvement for up to 10 hours in a month, self-building, and up to 6 hours of weight training, up to 4 hours of practice, 4 days a week. So there's a lot of stuff that they need to do for their conditioning on the court and the stuff due for the community off the court, and also required to have a passport to travel internationally and expect to travel nationally, because we all know the ABA is spread all around the country.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier about the passport. I could use a passport. I probably could use a out-of-country vacation myself.
I've been to Mexico. It's nice.
I need to jump into time. If I could have about 20 years back and I could start over maybe. I don't know if I can.
You're still a thriving young man, Joe Gregory.
Well, thank you. I know I'm thriving. I don't know about the young part. His nose gets ready to shoot the free throws for the Fury.
You're usually the man about town, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still getting around town. I don't know how I'm doing it.
I mean, since we're in Rosemont, you got the Rosemont Entertainment District.
Yes.
Adobe Gias over there. We've actually had the liberty of broadcasting from before for hockey games outdoors.
At the main event, not too far away out there in Hoffman Estates or whatever.
Yeah.
So definitely some entertainment. Knowles misses the first free throw.
We got entertainment here at the Allstate Arena. If everybody wants to come out, the Chicago Sky have their game tonight at 7 o'clock. Tip-off here at the Allstate.
Catch some great WNBA action.
Yeah.
Knowles splits the free throws. 22-18 now. Fury leading the Vipers. We're near the minute and a half mark for the first half. Joe Gregory along with Ryan Fahey bring you this American Basketball Association exhibition event live from the Allstate Arena out here in Rosemont, Illinois. As Knowles gets loose. He beat everybody down the court but couldn't convert the layup.
It was a nice fake, but a nicer block on top of that.
Here's Dixon for the Vipers. Gives it to Breon Cooks. He drives.
Ooh.
And this shot is rejected harshly out of bounds.
So back the other way.
Pierce.
You see them counter after counter with the blocks. Going to see right here, left side of your screen, move inside, and then the hoop, get out of my way. But, I got you right back for the block. Not today, not in my house.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here.
Dikembe Mutombo would be approval of the waving of the no finger.
That was definitely that was a block that could have required a finger wave. Go inside to Graham here. Cooks now for three. It's good.
And that is the first three from either side we've seen made today as well. And a good play to kick it back out to the perimeter and a wide open shot and a nice make, nothing but net for the Vipers.
And then Cooks, who made the three, is now harassing Devontae Jones.
And it looks like there was a foul on the floor on the scramble for it against the Vipers. So the Fury will take it out right in front of their own bench, right near us actually.
And getting a little testy out here.
You see, the players, I'm telling you, this is not an exhibition game to them. It may label that on the schedule, but, I mean, why not have a little fire and a little fury, no pun intended, with the team name? But that's what you want to see in an exhibition. We're not even in the regular season. We're still a few months away from that. If we're getting this in an exhibition game, when's the regular season starting? Let's go.
Sign me up for that regular season game when you see all that passion come through an exhibition
and that's
game.
what you love to see. If you're a fan and you're watching this, or if you're part of the coaching staff or part of the Vipers organization, I mean, an exhibition game here in July against the Chicago Fury, and you got the passion like this. I mean,
you cannot fake caring.
You can't get ready for November 11th quicker, which is the season opener for the Chicago Vipers. And they're still talking.
Yeah,
they're still talking.
And the ref has to tell them to stop.
And even if the official has to get ready for a fight, she's ready to go. This is fantastic.
I think they're letting the players know don't mind the shot clock. As the ball comes into Jeremy Bloom for the Fury. Driving. Threw it back out. Looking for Isaac Smith.
There.
Wild pass. Referees don't know which way the ball should go. They're going to leave it here with the Fury.
See one more look and see if we can tell if that was deflected off a player. Yeah, it was off the Vipers. The right call was made by the official.
Ryan Fahey doubling as a replay official. As Isaac Smith drives hard and gets the layup for the Fury.
I just go with what our director Pete Ferrari provides, which is excellent replays and great quality camera shots as well. So
definitely excellent.
I deserve no credit at all.
Which is more to say about this possession here for the Vipers, which was kind of disjointed. For the layup was missed by Asante Dixon. Now here comes Jones the other way. Kick out for three. And that three-point shot is good by Isaac Smith.
And well, it looks like we may have an injury on the floor as well, as we'll see the last possession for the Fury on that three. I wonder if we'll be able to see if where the injury had occurred. And was behind the line. Can't see what happened with the injured Viper, but we'll see if we can maybe get it off of this angle. As it's
for the layup was missed by Asante Dixon.
We'll see coming back
now here comes Jones the other way.
Kick out for that matter, and
for three might have already occurred. That three-point shot is
coming back the other way, so it was behind, too far ahead of the play. Yeah, we can't see it as it happened as he was going up ahead trying to get back defensive. I wonder if he just tripped himself up trying to go back. Not entirely sure, but looks like he's going to just come out and sit out for the remainder of the half at least. We'll hope to see him back in the second half, as it looks like maybe a tweaked ankle possibly, trying to walk it off.
With the exhibition game, I wonder, do you even want to bring him back
for the
second half and just hold him out?
Do you bother? We'll see. You know he's going to want to play in the second half regardless.
Of course he is. He's pretty spirited now. As here comes Wardell Satterwhite, guarded by Bloom.
You better look up at the
2
clock.
2 seconds on the clock. They won't get a shot up. And that shot right there by Breon Cooks way after the buzzer. So at the end of the first half, Chicago Fury leading the Libertyville Vipers 27-21 in this American Basketball Association exhibition event live from the All-State Arena out here in Rosemont, Illinois. Joseph Gregory here along with Ryan Fahey on the call, and we'll be right back after halftime.
I got started at IMS through a good friend of mine and a colleague at 670 The Score, Rick Camp, who knew I was an instructor at other universities and knew I was looking to get into a place with passionate students who know what they want to do. They know this is what they want to do for a living, and I have absolutely found that in my time here at IMS. The students are driven, they're passionate about broadcasting, radio, TV, internet, every asset of broadcasting they are completely passionate about, and it's very refreshing for me, having come from a university where students are obsessed with their general eds and other things that distract them from their major. These students here are here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to break into the broadcasting business, and it's some of the best and brightest young talent I've seen in my 16 years in the industry. My name is Jay Zawatsky. I'm an executive producer for 670 The Score. I'm an instructor here at IMS, and I am IMS.
I came to Illinois Media School because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a mentor, because I've been in this business for over 20 years. So it meant a lot to me to be able to come back and just teach some of the tricks of the trade to the students here at Illinois Media School. I've enjoyed my time tremendously here because I'm able to speak one-on-one with the students, having that personal touch, telling them about some of the pitfalls of the business, some of the positives of the business as well. I think that after 20 years of doing this, it means a lot that I can be able to lend my expertise and talk about some of the things I had to go through, so that way they're not frustrated, so they feel like, hey, you know what, someone's listening to my problems. So I definitely want to do that. I love the students here at Illinois Media School, and the reason why is because you can see the desire in their eyes. You can tell that they really want to take it to the next level. I admire what they're doing because in this particular era of broadcasting, they have so many things they could do. It could be radio, it could be television, it could be web design, they could do so many different things. So I'm so happy that they had the opportunity to do it, because I didn't have an Illinois Media School when I was coming up. I had to go to a 2 or 4 year college to try to get a career started in the business. But Illinois Media School is so terrific. that students can be able to get it done in 1 year. Job placement assistance, the financial aid for those who qualify is just terrific. I'm Jonathan Hood from SiriusXM NBA Radio and ESPN Radio from the Illinois Media School campus in Lombard, and I am IMS.
Well, I got started at IMS because I really had nothing going on for me. I didn't have a job. I wasn't in school, and I was just getting out of my other school. I knew I wanted to go into broadcasting, but I didn't want to spend too much time in college. I'd already spent about 4 years, and I was like, I really don't have that much time to just play around anymore. So I really wanted to get into the business, and I had a friend, and he went to the school, graduated, and I saw he was already in the business, and everything was happening so quickly, and I went to him, I was like, hey, how did you get started? And he said, at the time, Illinois Center for Broadcasting, and I was like, all right. So I looked into it, went on a tour, and it changed my life. It really did. From the first step I took into the place, you felt the energy in there, and so many positive vibes coming from everywhere, and that's just the first time you step into it. And then you get started into it, and you're learning from industry professionals, you're learning from some of the best to ever do it, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting here in front of people that I grew up watching, and just going through that process, man, that whole year was the time of my life. I was super duper busy, but it was so much fun. Got an internship right away, was actually in a real radio station, and I saw my dreams coming true right before my eyes. And what's awesome is that I love the school so much, I couldn't leave. Graduated, and I'm still there now. I'm working with The Edge, theedgeonair.com at the Lombard campus. I am the assistant program assistant there, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun watching these new students come in, watching the students learn, and then they're looking up to me because I'm here working at a real radio station, knowing what goes into a radio show, and their eyes and their passion, it reminds me a lot of when I was at the school and the passion that I had, and they're working hard every single day, and it just drives me, and I love seeing that, and I love giving back. And if I'm just able to be that person for them to go to just for advice or whatever they need, I'd love to be that person, and it's an absolute honor that I'm able to hold that position for them to give them somebody to go to. I am George Norwood. I am the promotions assistant for 103.9 The Fox. I am the overnight host for Star 105.5, and I am also the assistant program director for theedgeonair.com at the Lombard campus, and I am IMS.
I got started at IMS here as an instructor a couple years back after I'd heard a couple of people I worked with were also instructors here, and after being in the industry of radio and sports phone and TV and play-by-play for as long as I have been, I figured that it would be a good thing to come on out. I had some free time, come on out and help out some of the people that want to be the next people involved in these kind of things, next people that hit the radio airwaves and also do play-by-play. So I thought it was a great idea and a great place to do it at. When I'm here, it's great because there's always somebody that has either heard me, has wanted to meet me, and once they meet me, I explain to them, okay, it wasn't that big a deal. But if I'm always here if you need help with developing what you're passionate about, and that's what most people come here for. They have a passion. They want to do something. They want to do radio play-by-play. They want to do sports talk. They want to do updates, whatever it may be. I love being here and helping them become better at what they're trying to work at. And it's great because the one thing about the students is they're really good at listening to criticisms. Once you get into the business, it's difficult because people all think that, okay, I've made it. But here at the school, everybody wants to get better. And that's one of the better things, and one of the things I really enjoy about it is they'll come and they'll say, how can I make this better? And I always tell them I'm going to be super critical of everything I tell them because that's the only way they're going to get better. And it's great because every student I've talked to enjoys that because they all want to get better. And that's one of the things I love about it. My name is Fred Hubner. I work at ESPN 1000 as a host.
State Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. Second half of this American Basketball Association game between the Chicago Fury and the Libertyville Vipers. Fury leading at halftime, 27-21. Joseph Gregory back here on the call with a new color commentary guy now, my man. Jason Pfeiffer now in the house with me.
Indeed. How are you today, sir?
All right. You saw a lot of penetration in that first half by the Fury guards, the Brian Johnson, Smith, and Jones. They really created a lot of opportunities for the rest of their teammates.
Yeah, tight contest so far. Only a 2-possession game. The Fury up by 6 points, and it should be an exciting second half.
12 minutes a quarter. This is a running clock that we are operating with today.
Yeah, fast-paced action, right? A lot of up and down movement. Nobody really standing still. Everybody is out for buckets today. That's what I like to see.
As the Fury not taking the court. Coming back on. You hear me? 27-21. As we get ready to inbound the ball to start the second half, Wardell Satterwhite, who was really controlling most of the action for the Vipers in the first half, brings it in, gives it off to Ford. And a turnover for the Vipers. They had a lot of turnovers in the first half to really stop their offensive attack. They throw it inside now to Reggie Gallion. Gallion takes a fadeaway shot. No. Pick the rebound for the Vipers.
Yeah, it's good defense there by the Vipers as they get the rebound and bring it back.
David Graham brings it across for the Vipers. Tried to throw it in. Ball deflected. Almost turned over. Got it back. Ford now for three. Short. Rebound David Graham. Blocked by Gallion. As Johnson saves for the Fury. Isaac Smith now with it. He finds Devontae Jones for a little floating layup. And good. 29-21.
Devontae Jones continues the hot hand, getting penetration off the right wing, and bucket is good.
And here's a steal here at half court by DeBrian Johnson. Cookies
Wow.
and a foul.
That's a heck of a play there.
He ripped Wardell Satterwhite right at the half court line and went in for the layup and
hand
the
getting
foul.
penetration off the right
Look at it
wing,
on the
and
replay.
bucket is good.
That's just terrific footwork.
Here's
Here's
a
a steal here at half court by DeBrian Johnson.
Picked his pocket. The
Cookie.
layup and the harm. What a play. As he tries to get three the hard way here.
Wardell Satterwhite was having a lot of trash talk with Devontae Jones toward the end of that first half. He might have woke up the rest of the Fury.
Might have sparked something, right?
Put a target on his back. 32-21 now. Fury leading. Number 24 for the Vipers misses. He's going to go shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, penetrates there, uses the body to create the contact, and gets the foul call.
I didn't know how much we would see of him in the second half. Sort of turned the ankle toward the end of that first half.
Yeah, that looked gruesome, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And with this being an exhibition contest, I thought they would probably hold him out, but
Right.
must not have been too serious. They brought him back.
First free throw attempt is good.
Lead down to 10 for the Fury. All-State Arena out here in Rosemont, Illinois.
Beautiful Rosemont, Illinois. It's a beautiful arena as well.
Beautiful arena on a beautiful day.
Yep, no complaints when you're inside on a summer day, that's for sure.
DeBrian Johnson turns it over for the Fury. And now we have players. We have the ball all over the court. And
I think it's going to stay with the
I think that ball's going to stay with the
Vipers. Yep.
As you saw the replay, Wardell Satterwhite and Reggie Gallion right there.
And collided there a little bit.
Hustling in the exhibition season.
Indeed. Showing some good effort.
You can imagine how the hustle will be turned up once the regular season starts.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
As
indeed.
this ball is deflected and goes out of bounds, going to go back over to the Fury.
Again, I'm loving the fast pace here. No stagnant offenses here. Everybody's getting into their sets, driving to the hoop and trying to make some things happen.
Speaking of making things happen,
Wow.
Isaac Smith, but the shot
Layup
was
was
blocked at
blocked.
the rim. And now here come the Vipers the other way. David Graham drives in, no. Rebound, Knowles for the Fury. They're running again. DeBrian Johnson out ahead of the pack.
Yeah, that's 2 layups in a row.
34-23 now, Fury. And Johnson continued to hound whatever ball handler the Vipers has. And
The Fury have come out playing some extremely tough defense so far in the second half.
the Vipers are forced to call a timeout because this is hounding defense right here by DeBrian Johnson. So 34-23 at halftime. We'll leave it here. Joe Gregory and Jason Pfeiffer on the call here. American Basketball Association exhibition game right here. And so far, the Fury guards, Isaac Smith, Devontae Jones, and DeBrian Johnson, they've really controlled the action offensively and defensively.
Yeah, that trio is really wreaking havoc, especially, like you said, partner, on the defensive end, forcing turnovers. And that, of course, leads to easy baskets and layups.
And for the Vipers so far, Wardell Satterwhite has really been their main offensive weapon. But I wonder if he's starting to try to do a little bit too much because they had a lot of trash talk toward the end of that first half.
Yeah, maybe pressing a little bit.
They might have to try to get other people involved like a Breon Cooks or DeLovia Ford or Isaiah Fleming, number 45, who really gave him a nice boost in the first half once he came into the game.
Yeah, either way it goes, I hope the Vipers are getting some good, getting a good talking to by their coach. Otherwise, this game is going to get away from them really quickly.
So 8:21 left here in the third quarter. And the Vipers breaking their huddle as they try to figure out a way to dig into this 11-point lead that the Fury had built here early in the third quarter.
Well, the Vipers are definitely winning the uniform battle, partner, between themselves and the Fury, but
You like that black and teal, huh? Is Jason Pfeiffer, my color analyst, getting on the bad side of the Fury coach?
just an observation, just an observation.
As Fleming, I'm sorry, Ford controls the action, gives it out to Satterwhite for the layup on the baseline. 34-25. Here comes the Fury the other way. Jason Knowles pulls up. No.
Rebound by the Vipers.
Fury. Is he coming back across half court, hounded by DeBrian Johnson, who hasn't been. Satterwhite thought about three. Reggie Gallion, the big man on him, creates some space and takes the three. Short. Zach picked the rebound. In and out. Rebound Jason Knowles.
Yeah, it's a good attempt on the rebound by number 15, but it didn't good.
Devontae Jones. That was sort of a Euro step that got rejected right there by Wardell Satterwhite.
Vipers loose with the basketball here.
Nobody close enough to take advantage of it, though. And Satterwhite now drives, and he's fouled by
Devontae Jones with the harm there. As we look at the replay here.
Satterwhite right there with that lane.
Yeah, Jones came in and hacks him there. Pretty good.
That was a good defense.
Good foul there.
I don't think he even needed to foul because Reggie Gallion, the big guy, was in such good defensive position. He had his hands straight up and everything. Really had a wall for him for Satterwhite. Devontae Jones might have bailed him out with the foul. But Satterwhite can't take advantage of the first free throw.
The Vipers really struggling so far in the second half. They've got to get points any way they can. The free throw stripe usually helps.
Satterwhite splits the free throws. 34-26. Fury with a 8-point advantage right here. So we near the halfway mark of the third quarter. Isaac Smith to the rim.
Wow.
Again.
What
Tough
a drive
layup by Isaac Smith.
He's been doing that all game. Just another example. Fakes right, goes left, and the layup is good.
And
Smooth
a steal
with the
here
roll.
on the other end created by Devontae Jones. And he's coming in and he misses the layup, but DeBrian Johnson with the putback.
Yeah, that defense is really giving the Vipers some problems here. Another turnover.
And the Fury now trying to separate from the Vipers now about 13, 38-25.
DeBrian Johnson on that rebound and putback.
David Graham takes a three-pointer on the other side.
Two-pointer.
It's a two-point. His feet were on the line. Cuts the lead down to 11.
Yeah, it looked like a rhythm shot there. Was able to stop and pop sort of, and that shot looked good from the outset.
It's Isaac Smith's trying to find Reggie Gallion, the big man rolling under the rim, and the pass went off his fingertips out of bounds. Something that the Vipers need right there is stops.
Yep.
Any way they can get them, whether it be a turnover or just a tough defensive stop.
Yeah, a 10-point lead with the running clock is always tough.
It's Mitchell Rashko on the other end for the Vipers scores.
Yeah, that's a good look there. It looks like they just kind of left him open on the right wing there. A little 15-foot jump shot, and it gets the roll off the rim.
38-30. DeBrian Johnson driving into the lane for the Fury. No. Rebound Jason Knowles. Put back. Blocked.
It looked like there might have been a foul there, but there was no call. Vipers on the run out.
On the other end, Ishmael Smith for the Vipers. So the Vipers now with a little run here, 7-0 run to cut the lead down to 6. Jason Knowles traveled.
Shuffled his feet there, got a little excited.
And that was a big turnover now. It's all the momentum now on the side of the Libertyville Vipers.
As we take a look at the replay here, yeah, he definitely traveled there. Got a little bit ahead of himself.
Satterwhite on the other end. Tough
Wow.
layup against the contact. No foul, but he made the bucket. 9-0 run by the Vipers suddenly as Knowles misses again.
The Vipers on the run out once again.
Vipers can cut it to 2 or 1
Nope.
with a 3, but they turn it over.
2-on-1
It's
here.
Johnson to Jones.
Unable to convert. Gets
Unable
the
to
rebound.
convert, they get the rebound. See if they wait for some help. No. Jones jacks a 3. No. Rebound, Ishmael Smith. And
A player goes down again.
that was Reggie Gallion that got knocked down.
Yeah, he seems to be doing that a lot in this game, especially in the second half. A heck of an effort. I believe it's going to stay with the Vipers, though.
It's Wardell
Let's see
Satterwhite
if
and
we look
Reggie
at the
Gallion.
replay.
They've been involved in a lot of hustle plays themselves, just them two.
Yeah, that's a close call right there. I think it went off of Gallion, but
The ball is going to be given to the Fury. And the Fury, they really need this possession right now.
yeah, another look at it here. Yeah, it's staying with the Vipers.
Staying with the Vipers. Satterwhite now. Guarded by Johnson. Trying to go baseline. Spins. Takes a difficult shot. No. Rebound Gallion for the Fury.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot, trying to do that spin move, going back towards the rim. A little off balance there, and the shot did not go.
By Devontae Jones. Guarded by Wardell Satterwhite. Throws it inside to Gallion. Big size advantage here against Urashko. Throws it across court to Smith, who misses the 3. Knocked around. Rebound Jones. The little guy got it under everybody and put it in. Devontae Jones scores again. 40-34 Fury.
Playing like a big man in there amongst the trees, getting that loose ball and able to shoot it up over the outstretched arms of the Vipers.
Here's Mitch Urashko for 3.
That
Cuts the
shot's
lead
wet.
in half.
Set shot there by number 33 of the Vipers.
No time to celebrate for the Vipers. Brian Johnson right on the other end takes a jump shot. No. Rebound Vipers.
It's only a 3-point lead by the Fury now.
Here's Urashko. Nice pass there.
Yeah, touch pass by Jaresko.
As Asante Dixon cuts the lead down to 1. 40-39. This was a 38-25 advantage a couple of minutes ago for the Fury.
Some confusion by the Fury here.
And a reach-in foul right there by Ishmael Smith. I don't think the coach is too upset with that foul. That was just an effort foul because they're really getting after it now defensively. We have
A bit of a bailout by the Vipers, but it might be the thing that the Fury needed to collect themselves again and sort of get back into a rhythm here, especially on the offensive end.
40-39. It's a 14-2 run right now. Vipers are enjoying.
Wow.
What a layup
Isaac
right there.
Smith with
Isaac.
the dipsy-do layup off the glass and in. That was a pretty move there, partner.
Other end, though, Mr. Rashko cherry picking. Lead down to 1 for the Vipers.
Up and down action here. Once again, this is what I like, partner.
It like we were on the edge of a blowout, and all of a sudden it's got very exciting. Almost a double dribble right there by Smith. Gave it off to Johnson. Back to Smith for 3.
Ooh.
Jump shot wet.
He is on fire, I must say. That ball did not touch the rim.
And here's another long pass by the Vipers, and they get another layup. It's Ishmael Smith again. We got a 2-point game, partner.
45-43.
And we have a
Loving the
steal
action.
now. Asante Dixon. Tie game.
Wow.
45 all.
Dixon on the steal and able to convert the short.
And almost another steal.
Yeah, the Fury really look out of sorts here. The Vipers increasing that defensive intensity. It's really affecting them right now.
Yeah, they just decided we're going to start playing very hard on defense, start making our own luck. You see Asante Dixon on the replay with that layup. Fury having all types of inbounding issues now. They throw it in under the rim to Johnson. He's able to break some of the trap and gets it up ahead to Pierce for 2.
Yeah, like you said, broke the trap there, and there's nothing really the Vipers could do defensively, and the layup was good.
47-45. Fury
By
holding
Pierce.
on to the lead now. Last minute of the third quarter. Mitch Urashko drives, shoots it, couldn't get the roll. Rebound, Terrell Thomas. He
Foul
got
call.
stripped, but a foul is called.
Yep, let's look at the replay here.
You're looking at Mitch Urashko.
A little strong on the jump shot there. Loose ball, yeah, looks like, yeah, Juresko gets the foul.
You see the Fury now coming back up by 2. It's Isaac Smith right now controlling the action with Johnson. And Johnson gets fouled near half court by Ishmael Smith.
It's a good idea. You want a trap coming across half court, but you don't want your defense to be too aggressive here and start to pile up fouls.
Yeah, almost.
Loving the intensity, though.
That was a nice wrinkle coming with the half-court trap, trying to use the half-court line as an extra defender, so to speak. As Bloom now has the ball for the Fury. Gives it off to Isaac Smith for another three-point attempt. He misses this one.
Yeah, that was in and out. It looked good off the hand.
Rebounded.
Did not get the friendly bounce.
Santi Dixon had the rebound for the Vipers, but he turns it over, trying to force it inside. Here's Isaac Smith for the Fury. Fury up by 2 points. They led by as much as 13 earlier in this quarter.
Yeah, looks
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, the Fury looked like they were having a little bit of trouble getting into their offensive set there on that possession.
They do get bailed out by the foul near half court right there by Santi Dixon. Yeah, you know, look. Fury looking to inbound the ball, only nursing a 2-point lead now.
Only 18 seconds left to go in the quarter to see what they've drawn up.
Here's Isaac Smith trying to waste some of that clock, making sure his team gets the last shot of this quarter.
Indeed.
As he drives to the rim, Isaac Smith does it again. Isaac Smith with another circus layup. The lead is 4 for the Fury. Here's a half-court heave.
No good.
Ishmael Smith is no good. And at the end of 3 quarters, Chicago Fury ran out to a 13-point lead, but a furious run by the Libertyville Vipers has this a 49-45 game going into the 4th quarter. And that was an exciting 3rd quarter, Jason.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Again, up and down action on both courts. You saw the defense that the Vipers were able to employ started to increase their intensity. Fury able to sort of keep the lead there a little bit, and it's going to be an exciting 4th quarter, that's for sure. Isaac Smith, Devontae Jones, DeBrian Johnson for the Fury. They're playing well, getting into the lane almost at will, and we'll see if they're able to continue that trend going into this final quarter.
We've seen Wardell Satterwhite of the Vipers take a lot of this game really on his own shoulders now. But he got a lot of help in that 3rd quarter with this comeback. Now with them only being down by 4, you think anybody else on the Vipers that might be a key player to help them come back?
Well, it looks like Urashka was able to sort of get a couple layups there. Definitely saw him being a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. I think he hit a 3-pointer later in the 3rd quarter. I would look to him for maybe some more buckets as we get into this final quarter for sure.
Yeah, Mitch Urashko, his 3-point shooting can definitely stretch out the Fury defense and open up some driving lanes for other players on the Vipers, such as Ishmael Smith and Asante Dixon.
And if you're the Fury, right, you got to stick with the trio of Isaac Smith, Devontae Jones, and DeBrian Johnson, right? I mean, they're doing pretty much most of the scoring. Again, getting into the lane at will. Isaac Smith with a few highlight layups there in the 3rd quarter, some up and under moves. So if I'm the Fury, I'll look to those guys to continue the scoring.
So we'll see if the Fury superior guard play can hold off the Vipers in this last 12 minutes. As DeBrian Johnson right now controlling the action against the defense of Ishmael Smith. He drives to the lane, shoots with the left, misses it, got his own rebound after he got knocked around.
Yeah, he did. Once again, driving to the lane almost whenever they want to.
It's Terrell Thomas tried to force the ball inside and turned it over. And now here come the Vipers. The aforementioned Mitch Urashko gives it off to Breon Cooks. Back to Urashko. Shot blocked by Pierce inside. Rebounded to the Fury and a throw out to DeBrian Johnson for a layup.
Once again, DeBrian Johnson out in front of the Viper defense for an easy layup.
Fury with the lead right now. Urashko thought about the 3, decides to swing it around. Ishmael Smith lost the ball on a turnover, gives it up to Johnson now for the Fury.
Once
Brian
again,
Johnson again.
Tough layup against Urasco.
And a timeout called by the Vipers.
Yeah, defense leading to easy buckets on offense, right? We spoke about this before the half started. Fury employing that strategy to a T right now.
Yeah, these guards for the Fury, they really don't give you an inch of space.
No, they don't.
Either on the defensive end and on the offensive end, it's like they're always coming downhill, always trying to get to the paint, to the rim, put more pressure on this Viper defense.
Yeah, you said it, Joe. You've seen a lot of 2-on-1s from the Fury against the Viper, and it's just leading to easy buckets. And if they continue that, they're probably going to end up winning this game.
53-45 right now. 10.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. We're live out here at Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. Joe Gregory and Jason Pfeiffer bringing this American Basketball Association exhibition game between two of the better teams in the Chicago area, the Libertyville Vipers and the Chicago Fury.
And it definitely doesn't seem like an exhibition game, not by some of the talking that we're hearing on the court, some of the play against these players. It's really intense atmosphere, even though it is an exhibition game. These guys are giving it their all.
Yes, they are. Vipers come in to Mitch Urashko. He gives it back to David Graham. As the Vipers trying to find a way to get that mojo back they had going late in the third quarter.
Misses the
Graham
layup there.
misses a layup. That won't help. Here comes Isaac Smith the other way. He's a blur, isn't he?
Yeah,
Ball
there was a
knocked out.
2-on-1 there.
Deflected. Oh, double deflection.
Yeah, good defense by the Vipers as we take a look at the replay. Isaac Smith out on the run. Looks like it was deflected by
Great.
Shatterwhite.
Last deflected off by Johnson. Look at Graham on the other end, drawing a foul. He's going to shoot free throws for the Vipers.
Yeah, drove the lane aggressively and able to get the call. If you go to the basket hard, you're usually going to get that benefit from the referees.
Now, I will say one thing with the running clock. I think free throws, when you're down with a running clock, you must make these free throws.
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially if you're down, as the Vipers are, with that running clock, points are at a premium. So you really got to concentrate when you're at that free throw line.
And especially, I think it's even more essential to make this second free throw, because if you miss it and the Fury get the rebound, you know, these three guards,
They're on the run.
Smith, Jones, and Johnson, they're running.
Yep.
But he makes
absolutely.
both free throws. Now you get a chance to sort of set up your defense.
Yeah, I agree.
So here comes Isaac Smith, bringing it up for the Fury, up by 6 right now. He's guarded by Smith. Ishmael
Wow.
Smith, but he can only get a good view of the Isaac Smith three-point shot.
Yeah, that's a good shot there by Smith. Sized him up nicely and able to hit the jumper in his face.
56-47, Fury. Urashko driving aggressively. No with the wild left. Fury with the rebound in the hands of Terrell Thomas. It's DeBrian Johnson again. Pull-up shot from about
Nice.
15 feet is good.
Nice shot there
And
by
the
DeBrian
Fury-
Johnson.
Who saw a 13-point lead cut down to 1 at one point and now back up to 12
And I
early
think
in this fourth quarter.
DeBrian Johnson on that last shot, able to stop and pop there right at the free throw line on the right side. That was a good shot. As we take a look at the replay here, again, the Fury wild on that defensive end.
I want to call it more like a controlled aggressiveness now.
Absolutely.
With their defense now.
Definitely. Looks more controlled, partner. You're absolutely right on
As
that
you
one.
see Graham right there trying to score over 2 Fury defenders. That didn't work. Rebound to the Fury. Spears with it.
He's fouled. Yep.
Fouled by David Graham. Inbounds here to Isaac Smith for the Fury.
2-on-1
Isaac
again.
Smith.
Oh,
That was a creative looking shot. Just couldn't get the finish that he wanted. Satterwhite coming back the other way for the Vipers. Urashko for 2. No. Tipped almost in by the Vipers. No. Rebound, Bloom. Here
Ooh, it's hard to
comes
catch.
Johnson.
It's hard to catch
Johnson.
your breath watching this.
Isaac Smith for 3. Couldn't get the shooter's roll. Rebound Urashko. Here come the Vipers again.
And another turnover by the
Another
Vipers.
turnover. Johnson
Fury off to the races.
inside the nose for a layup. And the lead now 14. And it's going to be hard for the Vipers to come back, Jason, if they keep turning the ball over.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. DeBrian Johnson on that feed to nose, and the layup was simple. And here we get DeBrian Johnson once again on the steal. Right-handed layup is good once again for the Fury.
As Jeremy Bloom and DeBrian Johnson as they combine on a steal and layup right there. Look at this replay right here.
Yep, this is on the. It was on the foul call.
I mean, right now, the Chicago Fury, they just saw the game get real close, and they've just turned up the aggressiveness all the way up now. You look back at a couple of plays ago with this steal right here by Jeremy Bloom.
Yep. Yeah, money gone there. Once again, DeBrian Johnson benefiting on the layup.
DeBrian Johnson seems like he's been everywhere around the action.
I agree. We've called his name a lot.
Yes, we have. 63-47, the Fury now taking total control of this game. We'll see what the Vipers have left in the tank with 7:19 left.
If they're going to make a comeback, they got to do it right now. They got to score points, and they got to do it in a hurry, but it's not going to happen with another turnover.
Jeremiah Rush was in a rush that time, no pun intended. And now on the other end, it leads to a three-point shot by Devontae Jones, in and out.
DeBrian Johnson gets the rebound, though.
DeBrian Johnson, a rebound, leads to another three-point shot, and it's good by Devontae Jones this time.
Yeah, he wasn't going to miss twice, partner, that's for sure.
And then
He's got excellent form on that jump shot, doesn't he?
And then had a conversation with Wardell Satterwhite about how good my three-point shot was. Jeremiah Rush on the other end misses the jump shot.
Yeah, that's the Fury just showing beautiful effort as we look at the replay here.
You look at Jeremiah Rush on that last shot. It's kind of short.
Yep. Almost got the tie up there, did Smith.
It's a three-point shot by Wardell Satterwhite, but I think he's standing out of bounds. Another turnover for the Vipers.
Yeah, the Vipers are all out of sorts here as we get into the final minutes of the fourth quarter. Fury starting to take control of this game, no doubt.
Would it be safe to say at this point in this fourth quarter, Chicago's playing with a lot of fury?
I agree, partner.
Is Jones with a wild three-point attempt? No. Rebound, Breon Cooks for the Vipers. Gives it up.
Yeah,
That
layup
shot
good
good by Delovia Ford. Lead now down to 17.
The clock is not their friend, though, Joe. If they want to win this game, they've got to get some defensive stops.
Well, the clock is not their friend, and neither has their ball handling been for the most part in this fourth quarter. They swing it around. It's Reggie Gallion now for the Fury, shooting good.
Nice. That's a good-looking jump shot as well.
Yeah, big man with a nice soft touch right there. 68-47, Fury. Breon Cooks, wild layup, didn't even draw iron. Here's DeBrian Johnson.
Oh.
Trying to find a cutting Devontae Jones. Good steal right there by Ford. Here's Satterwhite on the other end for the Vipers. Good. Cuts the lead down to 19.
Yeah, uses that smooth step to get in the lane and the
Meanwhile,
short shot.
Jason Knowles and DeBrian Johnson try to work a 2-on-1. Johnson couldn't make the jump shot. Here comes Satterwhite for the Vipers. Pulling up for a shot, no. Rebound Jones.
Quick shot there, and then he adds on to it by getting called for a foul. Not a really good sequence there at all.
You look at that last play right there by Wardell Satterwhite. That was a wide open three-point shot that he missed. He had a good look.
And then he compounds it by silly foul there, in my opinion.
Yeah, him and Devontae Jones, they've had a lot of conversation going since the late part of that second quarter. So here's Jones. Devontae Jones thought about three, bad pass. But it's recovered by Jason Knowles, who misses. Rebound Ford. Here come the Vipers. 24 gets it. Here's a steal here by the Fury. It's Bloom. Bloom gives it up. DeBrian Johnson with another layup.
Another layup. I would really love to see the layup stats on this game, that's for sure.
21-point game now.
And I think DeBrian Johnson has all his points on layups.
His Ford scores for the Vipers on the other end. 70-51. Coming back on the other end for the Fury. Jason Knowles. Nice pass there by DeBrian Johnson.
Yeah, shot off the glass, utilizing it well, and it's good.
Mitch Urashko comes on the other end. Here's a three-pointer here by Ford. That's good. He's starting to find his rhythm.
Yeah, too little too late, though. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Good-looking shot, but not going to be enough to cut them any closer into this lead.
Yeah, the Vipers are going to have to get very, very interested in playing some lockdown defense if they're going to do anything about this result. As Devontae Jones misses here for the Fury from three-point range. Here's David Graham for the Vipers. Three-point shot by Ford, no. And Mitch Urashko's called for a loose ball foul. See,
looks like he pushed off there a little bit on the rebound attempt.
Devontae Jones.
Yeah, as we look at the replay, Ford with the three attempt, no good. But yeah, it looks like Urashko used a little too much of the body there.
Reggie Gallion on the other end for the Fury. No. And
That ball,
Jeremy Bloom knocks the ball out of bounds.
it'll be going to the Vipers.
So we're under 3 minutes. Been a very fiery exhibition game
Yes,
here
it has.
in the American Basketball
And
Association.
they are not letting up either. As we get into a little bit of garbage time, you can see the Fury still playing some great defense.
Yeah, the Fury have not taken their foot off the gas pedal one bit in this game. We have a foul right here.
I wonder how deep this rivalry goes, partner. Two teams from pretty much the same area, of course, one being in the suburbs and one being in the metropolitan area. I think these guys know each other a little bit, don't you?
I think they do, considering the trash talk and
Yeah.
considering this is an exhibition game.
Yeah.
Considering how hard they go after. I'm considering it's a lot of players here who not being their first time on the court with
Yeah.
some of these other players.
I agree.
The inbound for the Vipers comes in to David Graham, trying to get around the defense of Isaac Smith. Finally does and is able to hit a little 15-foot free throw shot.
Yeah, nice up fake there. And able to get the bucket.
15-point game here. We need a minute and a half mark, and Isaac Smith, he's just got a
Left-handed
big
drive.
smile on his face as he converts another layup.
Yeah,
Lead
that
is
was
17,
that was pretty, partner.
and almost a steal there by Devontae Jones, but the referees get him for a foul.
Right left crossover on that by Isaac Smith. Able to be real smooth with that left hand.
75-58.
Air ball.
Three-point shot right there is missed by Wardell Satterwhite, who left the window open.
Yes, he did.
It's a great pass right there by Isaac Smith to Johnny Pierce for another layup for the Fury. They now lead by 19 as we come to the last minute of this exhibition game. Here's Fleming, just not coming in the game now for the Vipers. Thought he had some pretty good moments in the first half. Here's Devontae Jones for the Fury from 3.
Wow.
Make it rain.
Yeah, make it rain, Mr. Jones. Make it rain.
It's got to be a rivalry here, partner.
Oh, I agree, man.
Whenever you're up by 19 points and you're still launching 3-point shots, those are some real daggers in the exhibition game.
Yeah, definitely wanted to send a message there a little bit, I think.
80-58. There's a shot missed right there by Ishmael Smith.
Tipped in there by the Vipers.
Reggie Gallion had his inbounds pass deflected out of bounds. Here comes Isaac Smith with a big bowl of jambalaya to close this thing out.
What a dunk. What a dunk. Tomahawk style on that one.
Isaac Smith
We see you, Mr. Smith. We see you.
defying the laws of gravity to end this game. 82-60 has the Chicago Fury run away from the Libertyville Vipers in this exhibition game. And I don't know, partner, a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Reggie
I can't
Gallion
wait
had
for the
his
season. If
inbounds
this was an
pass
exhibition,
deflected out
right?
of bounds. I really can't wait to the season.
As we watch the replay,
again,
he takes off from just inside the free throw line, able to cock back,
Isaac Smith
showing some
flying
serious
through the air.
ups.
Isaac Smith was a dog all game.
Yeah,
here,
he was.
Man. 3-point shooting, creative layups.
Showed his all-around game for sure.
And really the 3 guards for the Fury, Isaac Smith, Devontae Jones, and DeBrian Johnson, they really controlled this game. And once the Vipers made their run late in the third quarter, it was really those 3 guys, really DeBrian Johnson, that keyed them pulling away in this fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
DeBrian Johnson, I don't have the numbers on me, but I want to say he came up with at least 4 steals in that fourth quarter alone. Led to a lot of easy baskets for the Fury. And again, like you said, partner, was able to turn up that defensive intensity and really able to stretch the game out in the final minutes.
So, the Chicago Fury winning this exhibition contest 82-60 over the Libertyville Vipers in the American Basketball Association. I'm Joseph Gregory for Jason Pfeiffer for the Illinois Media with a Prairie and all our great casting crew. So long from the Allstate Arena out here in Rosemont, Illinois.